across to the sidecar pits. We've got to have a word with last year's winner. Bit of pressure, I think, from that angle, but Ivor, you've had so many successes here at the boarded circuit, and I think that people are so interested to see the Australian-style sidecar. Will you be using it today?
Depends on whether it's a bit soft at the moment, and with it being so low it doesn't really ride across it as well as the grass track bike. I think if the weather stays like this we may well turn to it later like we did at the Masters, but we'll practice it anyway and see what it's like. Well,
I think obviously we've got to see what it's like, but you've touched on the Masters. I think that was such an interesting day, dare I say anything else. It was interesting with the fact that it ended up being a runoff, and it was at the end of the day all down to mechanical failure. That's not the way we like to see results come through, and today I think you're absolutely right. If we can keep the weather conditions right, it's going to be perfect. But any little hopes that may pay off for you today?
No, really we're set up exactly the same as we were for the Masters. We think by now we've learned how to ride this track. Obviously when it's harder it's it's a different kettle of fish, but you just have to come with an open mind and do what's best. Like last week, I mean, who would have said that would have happened at the Aces last week? And we went with that then, and it obviously wasn't going to be the tool for the day, and we still did the business on this one. So keep an open mind, that's all you can do.
Well, absolutely right, keep an open mind. And you've touched on the subject of last week. Peter, I'll bring you in now, because obviously it was not what we come to expect from the Ace of Aces. It turned out to be a result that went in your favour. Obviously pleased with that result.
Yeah, obviously pleased with the result, because at the end of the day, to get a result like that, you've got to do well and be up there to get the points. It's unfortunate it ended like that, but that's the way it goes.
And obviously hoping for a much better result today. You are, as I say, going in as defending the Burnup title from 1993, but high hopes.
Obviously got high hopes. We haven't come here to come second, we've come to win, but it's anyone's meeting at the moment. It's a bit mucky. You make the gate, you're away.
Well, absolutely right. I mean, I'm going to go and have a look at practice now, because obviously everybody's getting keyed up. But we look forward to a good day. Ivor, Pete, the very best of luck, and we hope it's going to be another success.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. And of course, we move to the big sidecars. Of course, remind you all of what happened last year in the Burnup. It was a win for Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones, so they are here to defend their title. Second last year was Steve Smith and Keith Wall, and third place Neville Penfold and Paul Randall. Well, no Neville Penfold this year, but certainly Steve Smith and Ivor Matthews. And as we look to the first race of the day, Ivor Matthews will be out for the first time. Shaun Pittock takes the place of the missing Roger Mesa. That's outfit number 51, not here this afternoon, but his place being taken by Shaun Pittock and passenger Ian Rowan. They will, I'm told, be riding as 69 as we look to that start line for the first time. John Hiscock and Tony Bennett go first time, so they're looking to repeat their excellent result last weekend, which has in fact turned out to be questionable, because the way in which the points were calculated perhaps didn't give them as third place, but they were up there on the winner's rostrum, and they must be feeling very chuffed at the moment that things are going well. Blackbourne have not got started. So as I look to that start line, Ivor Matthews not being able to get his second bike, so in fact missing his very first ride. We're underway with just 4 outfits. And it is Alan Blewitt that gets to the front as they go into that first bend. John Hiscock and Tony Bannister are in second place, and Shaun Pittock was in third place as they went into that bend, but that's been changed as they go down the back straight. So Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf getting away from the rest of the field and having a good ride first time out. You see the very difficult conditions causing all sorts of problems for John Hiscock as he now rejoins the circuit, but it is Alan and John Blewitt that really are setting the pace. Very difficult indeed, as we see those cars very high. John Hiscock now finding his way back through into that third spot. Oh, a very depleted field in the first race of the day, but Alan and John Blewitt, I nearly said it there, didn't I? But Alan and Barry Metcalf making the best of the starts. Robbie Wilson in himself into second place, so a great start today for Robbie Wilson and Colin Will. You can see the difficult problems for the outfit at the back of the field. They've actually lost the seat, the passenger not wanting to sit down, so I'm sure you can realise the reasons why. As they go in the last lap then, the first race of the day, Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf setting the pace. John Hiscock now finding his way back up into second place. Robbie Wilson trying to turn it hard and actually get underneath John Hiscock, but now John pulling away as we go down that back straight. Into the checkered flag then for the first time this afternoon. It is Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf that take the win. Hiscock and Tony Bannister pick up second place. Robbie Wilson finishing in third. Shaun Pittock, our reserve, number 69, crosses the line. Afternoon and a win for Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf, outfit number 3. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bannister. Third place, number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. And we believe that fourth place was our second reserve, number 14. That is, in fact, the outfit of Roy Roberts and Alan Berry. And in fifth place, number 69, that is our official reserve, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowan. The winning time, 146.68, 146.68, the speed, 46.37, 46.37 the speed. Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf. We look to race 2.
25, over.
And the first time out for Steve Smith, Russell Mark Edwards and the burn-up for the very first time.
Yeah, Australia, isn't it? You can do it.
Doctors look to be a non-starter. So the second of the sidecar race is proving to cause problems for one of the drivers. The rest of the outfit's being called into line. Oh, a red flag being put up, so whether they think they can get Mark Edwards' outfit going or not, I don't know. And Jason Barry come in. The place vacated by Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. We get underway then with a good start from Steve Smith. Tim Bennett has made a good start on the inside. We're getting into that first corner. Here's Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves going second place into that first bend. And perhaps the most interesting position of all is that Russell was actually last into that first bend. He's already up to fourth place as Tim Bennett starts to close the gap on Steve Smith, who's got the lead. All into this pit bend for the first time, and Steve Smith and Keith Wall have got away. All sorts of problems in that first bend. Rustling, in fact, climbing over the top of the straw bales. Well, the inside is perfect to avoid a rider who, in fact, is not in front of him. All sorts of problems for Rustling first time out. But no problems at all for Steve Smith and Keith Wall. They now start to get away from Tim Bennett in second place as they come round past us for the second time. Well, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves not able to close that gap at all at the moment. Mick Cave and Mick Stacer in fourth place. Well, Duncan Patton is holding fourth, but looks like they're going to lose that fourth place. If it looks as if they get machinery problems, they come past me. Jerry Adams moving up into that fourth. As already Steve Smith goes into his last lap. And looking across that far side, Duncan Patton in fact pulling off into the centre circle, so Wesley moving up just one place. As we watch to see the checker flag being prepared for Steve Smith this time, we'll ask that flag to be held out for Russell and for Norwich, so a disappointing start to the day for them. But as we see Steve Smith and Keith Wall take their first checker flag of the afternoon, very casually indeed as they cross the line. Second place goes to outfit number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. As Mick Cave and Mick Stace just hang on in front of Jerry Adams to get that third spot. For outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In second place, outfit number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. Third place goes to number 5, as Mick Cave and Mick Stace. And fourth place, number 55, Jerry Adams. Fifth place going to outfit number 6, Russell and sixth place number 81, our reserve, Duncan Patton. The winning time, 145.67, 145.67 the time. That equates to a speed of 46.81, 46.81 the equivalent speed. Much problems this time by the look of it. Gary and Steve Wright not happy with things at the moment. They've got their arm in the air, but they're now being called into line as they get underway. Gary Wright has been left on the line, but as they come past me for the first time, it's Rob Wilson has made the best of the starts. John Halsey goes into second place to go in that first bend. You see Rob Wilson has gone very, very wide though. John Halsey takes over the lead and Gary Jackson now comes through. So Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams taking the advantage of the mistakes that were made in that first bend. They get themselves to the front as they come round the pit bend for the first time, fighting with the outfit every inch of the way as they go past us. John Halsey making up good ground on Gary Jackson, looking to try and find a gap to go through. This, I think, is where John Halsey will take advantage as Gary Jackson is very well. You can see John Halsey is able to hold a much tighter line coming out of that top bend. It certainly looks to have suited John Halsey's outfit better than most others as they go into that top bend. And watch interestingly now they've got to the front whether they in fact will make the mistakes that the rest of the riders were making. Dave Steer has got himself up into third place. Still Pitman and Miles Simmons in fourth, but under pressure now for Rob Wilson who's been covered in that first bend. The excursion for the boys. As we look to that pit bend for the second time, you can see that John Halsey looks very comfortable indeed this afternoon. He's opened up quite a gap on Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Dave Steer now coming under pressure from Phil Pitman and Miles Simmons. Again, there's all sorts of problems for Rob Wilson. In fact, ripped his riser off by the look of it, so he's picked up far too much dirt from other people's bikes. But the checker flag goes for John Halsey, and he takes a very good win first time out. Dave Steer has got through for that second place. Gary Jackson finishing eventually in third spot. And Phil Pitman crossing the line in fourth. Place number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Third place going to number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Fourth place, number 90, Phil Pitman and Miles Simmons. Fifth place, number 10, Gary and Steve Wright. And sixth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. The winning time, 1:43.86. That equates to a speed of 47.63. So whether they will get any advantage by getting to the racing line quicker. Obviously another other group about on that green grass as we watch to see him go. John Halsey has made the best of the starts and he pulls away from the rest of the Alphas as they come past me. Russell back in third place at the moment up behind Dave Steer, and Mick was just nicked in front of him as he goes into that first stint. But Russell dying through on the inside, comes up into third place as Shaun and Jason Glennie get away once again. So really these conditions looking to prove advantageous for John Halsey this afternoon. He pulls away again as he goes past us. Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. We're so used to seeing Dave Steer hold very, very tight lines, and that's where the dry surface in any out there this afternoon is going to be. Holmes and Mick in out there, and Bennett. Robbie Wilson moving through on the inside, taking advantage of that mishap for Mick Cave as he went very, very wide in that top end. But no problems for John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Dave Steer doing everything he can to try and close that gap. And Russell looking to try and get into that second place. John Halsey has gone wide. Well, you can see exactly what happened with John Halsey. He went just a little bit wide, but it slowed him completely. And now Dave Steer has got in with a fighting chance as he goes into the last lap. Well, I'm sure that John Halsey will be conscious of what he did last time around this top end. But he wanted to hold it tight and keep on the inside of the exit of that bend. Right up on Dave Steer now as we go down that back straight. Again, I think John Halsey went a little bit wide. He slowed, but he still managed to hang on to the lead as we go into this pit bend for the last time. Coming towards the checker flag, it's going to be a second win for John Halsey. He's had 2 rides and 2 wins. Dave Steer, 2 rides and 2 second places. And Russell much better that time up into third place. Monsters horse pipe, which could have accounted for the fact that he was drifting wide, so not the control that he would want. The official result of race 12. A win for outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Third place, outfit number 6, Russell Eng and Paul Urich. Fourth place, number 25, that's Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. And fifth place, number 69, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowan. Sixth place finisher there, other finisher number 5, with problems I think as he went across the line, Mick Cave and Mick Stace. The winning time, 141.35. 141.35, that's the speed equating to 48.80.
What's the matter with Mark?
So we move to race 13 in your programme, and we hope to see Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Of course, they had no result at all first time out. Oh, Rob Wilson right on the inside. He had a disappointing result first time out as well. Only scoring 1 point from his first ride, so he'll be anxious to make it up. It is possible to get 3 good rides out of the 4 and still get a place in the final. All the outfits, of course, they will be conscious of that as they come past me for the first time. Steve Smith looks to make the best of the stars. He gets to that first bend in first place. Rob Wilson is up in second. Ivor Matthews trying to come to on the inside of Rob Wilson and does so as they go out that top bend. As you watch to see them coming to that pit bend, you can see that Steve Smith and Keith Wall have got the first place, but Ivor Matthews is the one that's putting in the challenge. Rob Wilson in third place in front of Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Around that top bend, I wanted to see whether in fact any of them would step out a bit. Rob Wilson is the one that's done it. It means that Gary Jackson has moved through into third place. And you can see exactly the problem on that top bend. The soil very, very soft over there, and indeed if they get out in it, they just lose grip completely. So all the outfit drivers now conscious of the fact they've got to keep it tight on the exit of that top bend. Steve Smith doing exactly that, and Ivor Matthews has gone wide. Well, I saw Peter Jones put his hand in the air. I don't know whether they have hit a problem, because the outfit does seem to be going again, but Gary Jackson has certainly closed right up on Ivor Matthews. Into the last lap they go this time as they go past this. Comfortable for Steve Smith and Keith Wall. Ivor Matthews still going, but I think there is a question mark about whether or not. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams still holding third. Rob Wilson not being able to close that gap. And as I say that, Rob Wilson has gone very, very wide. Looks as if he's lost out completely. Getting absolutely stopped in that bend. A second window for Steve Smith and Keith Wall as they come out for the second time. Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones get a result this time. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams getting third. And Phil Pitman crosses the line in fourth. Result, a win for outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In second place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Third place, outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Fourth place, number 90, Phil Pitman and Miles Simmons. Fifth place goes to number 14, that of course is one of the reserves that came in, Brian Roberts and Alan Bowie. And in sixth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. The winning time, 140.64. 140.64, that equates to 49.15. Oh, a very quick time for Steve Smith. In fact, looking back at those earlier times, thought the speed sounded a lot faster, both 48 and 49 average miles an hour in races 12 and 13, compared to 46 and 47 in the first legs. So things getting a little bit quicker. I suspect that there is what appears to be a dry racing line on the inside. Obviously the problem on this top bend is that the soil is very, very soft from the inside. That's where the better starts have been, certainly from the middle of the gate. Tim Bennett, who's renowned for excellent starts, he had a second first time out. But as we look to that inside, it is Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf who has got to a front. Mark Edwards out this time, looking to get a result. He missed his first ride, of course, with problems. But he's got himself up into second place. John Hiscock up in third place at the moment. But Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf, they've got away once again. They know that Steve Smith has been out twice and had 2 wins. They'll be looking to do the same. All sorts of problems, and I think Alan has hit a back wheel puncture. So very disappointing for Alan Blewitt. He's hit a puncher coming off that bottom bend. Very measurable, you can see, not looking visibly, he's not show. Very, very disappointed, but it means that Mark Edwards and Nick Walters move up to the front. John Hiscock and Tony Bannister go after them, but Mark Edwards going well at the moment. This is first ride in a big international, and indeed obviously wanting to put up a good display. Going well in front of the field at the moment. He's got John Hiscock and Tony Bannister close to him. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves holding that third place, but so disappointed by Aaron Blewitt, standing in the centre of the circuit. No way that he can continue in these conditions with no back tyre. And as we see that last lap flag go out, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters look very comfortable in the lead at the moment. John Hiscock not being able to close on them at all. Tim Bennett still there in third place in front of Gary Wright and Steve Wright. Jerry Adams closing up on the back of them as Gary Wright puts it sideways in the middle of that bend. As we look to the pit bend for the last time in race 14, it is going to be a win for Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, so making up for the disappointment they had in their first ride, or not as the case may be. John Hiscock and Tony Bannister finishing in second. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves get that third place. The result, a win for outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bannister. In third place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. Fourth place, number 10, Gary Wright and Steve Wright. And fifth place, our only other finisher there, Jerry Adams and, of course, passenger Paul Baisby. The winning time, 1:45.12. That equates to a speed of 47.05. 1:45.12 the time, 47.05. Looking to that start line, I can see that Mark Edwards has got this very outside gate. It'll be interesting to see whether he will be able to make any bit of that. In fact, he loses out on the start, but making up ground quickly as Rob Wilson has got to the front. It's Rob Wilson that goes into that first bend. Gary Wright, though, trying to come on the inside of him as well, goes a little bit wide. Mark Edwards coming round the outside, though, has got up into second place. Mark Edwards has got the challenge for the lead, with Rob Wilson leading at the moment as they come round off this pit bend for the first time. Much better ride this time for Rob Wilson, but it's this tough corner that he's been having problems with all day. We'll watch to see whether Mark Edwards can make anything of that, and he does go through on the inside as he goes round that top bend. So again, Rob Wilson has not been able to master that top bend. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, though, brilliantly come through on the inside and get to the front of the field as they come round this pit bend for the second time. This is a sort of form that has got him the credibility of getting into this event. Indeed, Mark Edwards going very well at the moment. Rob Wilson, no answer to it. He follows Mark Edwards round. That was interesting to see well played, much better work at that top corner. Stays in front of Gary and Steve Wright at the moment, but they're being pursued very closely by Shaun Pittock. As they go into that pit bend, that's where the action is for that third place. As Mark Edwards is going into the last lap, Shaun Pittock desperately trying to get past Gary Wright. Moving forced again to take the wide line. Those two outfits together in that top end. Gary desperately trying to force Shaun Pittock to go out wide for that loss. Exactly what he does, and takes full advantage of it as he goes down the back straight. But as we see the checker flag being made ready, it is going to be another win for Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Second place and a much better result for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Third place hung on to by Gary and Steve Wright. Official result, a win for outfit number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In second place, outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In third place, outfit number 10, Gary and Steve Wright. Fourth place, number 69, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowan. Fifth place taken by number 55, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. No sixth finisher there, the winning time 1:41.84, 48.57 the equivalent speed. So Mark Edwards continuing his campaign with his second win, and I think that those inside gates have proved to be a bit of an advantage off that start line. Very simply, it means that you get to the racing surface quickest. So if you're looking to get grip, that's what you want to be on the inside, so you can get that racing line quicker. And this time John Halsey right on the inside. Starter not happy with him at the moment, pushes him back a little bit, away they go. Looking to see who's made the best of the stars. It is in fact John Halsey that's come from that inside gate. Rustling goes after him. John Hiscock is right up there as well. They close up going into that first bend. Gary Jackson trying to come through on the inside and does so very well. He's come literally from the 6th place going into the bend up in the 2nd. But John Halsey and Jason Glennie are the outfit that have got away, and indeed quite a lead they've got already on Gary Jackson. Rustling, turning it sideways again in that pit bend, fighting to keep in control in that 3rd place. Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf being forced to go very, very wide. They won't like that at all. Let's give them no advantage in that top bend. But Rustling again looks slow around that top bend. Roberts up there in 4th place, but as we look to the front, no question about the abilities of John Halsey and Jason Glennie this afternoon. They really do look to be an outfit to be caught. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams in 2nd place at the moment, doing enough to stay in front of Rustling, but again fighting the grip on that top end. The back wheel is just spinning in pure throttle control of that top end now. I think this is actually paying the dividends. As we see the last lap flag go out, John Halsey looking at staying top of the point scoring chart. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams still comfortably in that 2nd place. Rustling obviously not happy with 3rd place, but that'll be his 2nd, 3rd is sad. Alan Blewitt desperately fighting to try and get that 4th spot. He's forced to go wide. You can see exactly what's happened to Alan Blewitt. He almost stopped going out there in the loose. But as you see the checkered flag go, it is John Halsey and Jason Glennie. They take their 3rd win of the afternoon. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams taking 2nd place and Rustling with another 3rd. Result, a win for outfit number 13, that's John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In 2nd place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. In 4th place, outfit number 6, Rustling and Paul Urich. 4th place goes to number 14, that's our reserve rider Vaughan Roberts and Alan Berry. And 5th place, number 3, Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf. 6th place then, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bemister. The winning time, 139.29. That equates to a speed of 49.81. 139.29, 49.81. Having already had 2 wins so far this afternoon, Dave Steer out against them has had 2 seconds. Ivor Matthews, of course, missed out on his first ride, but has had a 2nd place, 2nd time out. So he'll be looking to get another good result this time as they get underway. Watching to see who's got the advantage. It is Steve Smith who's got to the front. Tim Bennett is right up there in 2nd place, but Ivor Matthews just moves through going into that first bend. All the outfits together in that first bend and has to get themselves sorted out. It's Ivor Matthews that gets up into that 2nd place. Tim Bennett still hanging on the 3rd, but that's Dave Steer and Andy Orchard desperately trying to get that 3rd from them. As we see going past us for the 2nd time, Steve Smith and Keith Wall leading Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Now Dave Steer has got up into that 3rd place, Tim Bennett losing out and Robbie Wilson looking to come through as well as Robbie Wilson now closes up on Dave Steer, and Dave Steer had problems as they come off that top bend. Well, there's quite a gap now between 2nd and 3rd place, but Robbie Wilson is the rider in 4th trying to get that 3rd spot. Steve Smith and Keith Wall looking very impressive this afternoon. Perhaps it's the V-twin power of the Cosmos proving to be the advantage. All of the Yamahas supplying so much spin to the back wheel, not getting any grip at all. That could be the advantage that Steve Smith has got as he comes round off that bottom bend. Looking very, very comfortable indeed. Into the last lap he goes. I thought that on the last lap, as they went into this top corner, Ivor Matthews looked to be closing on Steve Smith. But it's not proved to be the case this time as we go down the back straight. Still that fight going on for that 3rd place. Robbie Wilson desperately trying to get past Dave Steer, and he's got completely filled in there. Look at it, rips his goggles off as he goes down that back straight. Well, Steve Smith casually looking over his shoulder. And I think possibly he's hit a problem because he's certainly slow going across the line, but he gets that 3rd win. Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones finishing in 2nd, and they still will need a very good result in their last ride to qualify for that final. For outfit number 2, their 3rd win, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In 2nd place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. 3rd place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. And 4th place, number 25, that's Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. 5th place goes to outfit number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. No six finisher there, we got a winning time of 1:45.63. That equates to a speed of 46. I nearly said 60 then, didn't I? 46.83. 15 is Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Number 14 is Paul Roberts and Alan Berry. Number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Number 3, Alan Blewitt and Barry Metcalf. And number 10, Gary and Steve Wright. So, a very formidable lineup in itself, although we're just billing this as the B final. We've got all 6 outfits on the line, and of course this will be as the solos were over 4 laps, not the traditional 6-lap final we normally see at the burn-up. So away we go then with the first of the Sidecar finals, and as they come past me for the first time, it is Ivor Matthews who's made the rest of the start. Robbie Wilson right up there with him as they go into that first bend, and Robbie's trying to come through on the inside and does so. Wilson goes through on the inside and goes down that back straight, leading from Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. A great scrap going on for that 3rd, 4th and 5th place as Gary Wright has pulled out in front of me. But as we look to that bottom corner, it is Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill putting it sideways in that bottom bend. That's certainly the better of the bends, and all sorts of problems with Vaughan Roberts there. Goes off into the centre green. But as we look to the front, it is Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill that have stayed out in front. Well, in fact, go down the back straight now, opening up quite a gap on Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. As I'm sure a lot of you will be thinking, we expected to see Ivor Matthews in the A final, but he's here in the B final, and it's the up-and-coming Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill that are doing the best at the moment as they go into that top bend. Still leading, but Ivor Matthews closing the gap now. It seems to be in that top end that Ivor Matthews loses out, and Robbie takes the advantage going down the back straight. But into the pit bend. They will in fact go into the last lap this time as they come past this. Again, Robbie Wilson looks good on that bottom bend, and Ivor Matthews not able to close the gap. He goes again to try and close into that top end. So really the gap has opened up very, very big indeed between 2nd and 3rd place. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves in that 3rd place. Watch them come round this pit then for the last time. The Sidecar B final looks like being a victory for Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. A great result for them. Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones have to be content with 2nd place. As we look for 3rd is Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. You were as confused as I was who that was out there who finished in 4th place, but I can confirm it was Shaun, Pittock and Ian Rowan. They obviously came in to the final through somebody else not going, but the official result reads as a win for outfit number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In 2nd place, outfit number 15, that's Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. 3rd place, outfit number 12, that of course is Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. In 4th place, number 69, Shaun Pittock and Ian Rowan. And in 5th place, the only other finisher there, number 14, Vaughan Roberts and Alan Berry. The winning time was 1:44.65, the speed 47.27. Well, as we quickly move to the Sidecar final, Tony, we're already underway with the Sidecar final, and I can see that on the inside it is Shaun Halsey that's made the best of the gates. Steve Smith up there in 2nd place, John Hiscock in fact fighting for that 2nd place as well as they come round that first bend. And John Halsey really has got away from the rest of the field. There's a scrap going on in that first bend for 2nd place, and John Hiscock seems to have got the best of it. But as they come past me for the 2nd time, it's a very determined John Halsey and Jason Glennie that really have got away from the field. John Hiscock and Tony Bannister up in 2nd place, and look at the scrap that's going on for that 4th, 5th and 6th place. The outfits together in that top end. So really the interesting position is watching that 1, 2 and 3, because John Halsey and Jason Glennie look to be in tremendous form this afternoon, have romped away in the final. Now they've got problems on that bottom bend. They turn it almost sideways, but recover well, get back onto the racing line, and they really have got a lot of distance on John Hiscock and Tony Bannister in 2nd place. Steve Smith and Keith Royal holding on to that 3rd place at the moment, but Dave Steer is starting to get close to them, and Dave Steer comes on the inside of Robbie. He's getting very, very close to that 3rd place as we've got 1 more lap to go. John Halsey and Jason Glennie getting all sorts of signals from the marshals now. Just take it steady, take it calm. You've got a mile of a lead on 2nd place. So I'm sure he'll take notice of that, and as he goes down that back straight, just make sure that everything's 100%. But look at the way he's closing up to that 3rd spot. Dave's there desperately trying to get that 3rd. Again he from him, but John Halsey and Jason Glennie take a great win here at the Burnup in 94. John Hiscock and Tony Bennett finishing second, a great result for them, and it is Dave Steer and Andy Orchard that come through for that third place. Come round to receive your congratulations. Don't forget, of course, that we've got the presentation of all these riders where we get a chance to see them all without letters. So, of that Sidecar Grand Final, the result of the Burnup 1994 reads as a win for outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Tony Bannister. In third place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. In fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In fifth place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. And in sixth place, number 8, his first time at the Burnup and a creditable result getting into the final, number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. The winning time was 1:14.11. That equates to a speed of 49.40.
All this organisation is impressive, isn't it? Right, well, the Burnup 1994, the sidecar competition, 1000 cc's, the ones you all come to see. Tremendous racing this afternoon, I think you'll agree. If they made the final, I think it was one heck of an achievement. Tremendous racing from all of them. But there is only 3 crews that we're going to call up here. As always, we'll start with third place, and finishing third in 1994 is Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Two smiling faces there, I think you'll agree, but Dave, I've got to have a quick word. I know you hate talking to me on this microphone, but I've got to have a quick word because I've got to say earlier on this afternoon you looked to be one that really was struggling with the conditions.
Well, we was, and I think we made the best start we made all day in the final, but unfortunately come out of gear. But I'd like to say thank you very much to all our sponsors for this year. Thank you very much.
Well, obviously the right place today, that sort of statement, because obviously without the sponsors you couldn't compete. And Colin, I've got to say, well, I'm not going to let you get away. I know you were trying to sneak off there, but people do want to hear what you've got to say about the sport. And obviously, perhaps not expecting to be up here on this rostrum tonight.
Why not?
Now you can see he's one of these lovely people to interview. Look, why not? He expects to be up here on every rostrum, but you've got to admit, he does turn on at the right occasions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's brilliant. Can't pluck all in the talk. But just say thanks to all our mechanics we've had all year, Paul, Ian and Jason. Thank you very much.
Well, this is the opportunity to do it. And I would say finishing in third place, a very good achievement indeed. Third place this year, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Well, as the last of the photographs get taken, of course, I'm going on about tremendous achievements because, as I say, really getting in the final was good enough. But I think you're going to see 2 very happy people coming up here collecting second place tonight. It was, of course, John Hiscock and Tony Bannister. You see, look, we've got so many cameramen here now. Well, I will see if I can have a quick word with John because The obvious thing I've got to say, John, is that when I spoke to you earlier on in the year, you said one of your favourite tracks was Tunbridge. You proved it today, yeah?
Yeah, you have to work very hard to get the course right in the end, but good for me on the day.
Certainly good for you on the day, and obviously when I look back at the results over the seasons, it's not been too bad, has it, this year?
No, we've had a good season. We'll try a little bit harder next year, I think.
Try a little bit harder, hey? This guy usually is smiling at the end of the day when you get a good result. Tonight, I think you're going to go home a very happy man, Tony.
Yeah, it was well worth coming up here, wasn't it?
Well, a long journey, but well worth it. They finished in second place, John Hiscock and Tony Manister. Well, there is just one more place to go, and that's the one that takes the £1,000 and takes the trophies. Before we present those trophies, can I call up Paul Urich, because Paul actually put up a trophy so that we get a trophy for the driver and for the passenger. So I know he does enjoy giving this trophy away, and I know that he'll be particularly pleased to give it away this year. And I want a big round of applause because it was a tremendous achievement. They made it look easy, but of course the winners were John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Having to be taken so that people can keep them for prosperity. And I know that Paul is desperate to go and shake that man's hand, as you can see, and he's obviously going to have photographs taken as well. I think it goes without saying that you've got two very happy people there. Well, what we do is quickly see if we can have a word with John. John, I think the obvious thing I've got to say to you is that I said a moment ago, you made it look so easy.
Well, I don't know about that, but it just seemed to be the right bike today for the right track. It just went really good. Can't say no more, really.
You're not even going to tell us what little secret you had?
No, the only thing I've done different this year is I've put a different ignition on, and it's just gone from strength to strength. Plus Roger wasn't here, so it made it a bit easier.
Well, I must admit, I'm carrying a phone in my pocket because Roger Minster said to me the other night when I saw him in hospital that he'll be phoning me, and he said he wants good news. He wants to know who it is that's won the final. I think he's going to be very pleased with the news that you've won it. Very well done, but John, honestly, now we look forward to next year.
Yeah, that's right. I've already sold my bike now, so it's all over the window. We're getting a new one ready, and hopefully we can start off as we finish off.
I've got to ask the obvious question, haven't I? Are we allowed to know who's bought it?
No, not yet.
I didn't think he was going to tell me that. That's going to be one of those surprises for next year. But let's have a quick word with this man, because Jason, I know that you've got a lot of supporters in this part of the country. Do you think any of them were backing you to do this today?
Yeah, I think so. I do like College Street. I mean, me and John tend to go well on this sort of circuit anyway, so I was hoping to come down today with a good result, and we sort of done it, and I'm very pleased, to be honest with you. Just want to say thanks very much for everybody that's helped us, and thanks a lot.
No, that's brilliant. The winners of the 1994 Bonfire Burnup, it is of course John Halsey and Jason Glennie.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the top men as on the front. Oh, hang on, more photographs on it? Bear with us, then we'll get everybody out on the front, and those of you who want to take pictures can. There we go. Up this way then, fellas. Can we come out to the front, lads? Let's give the crowd a chance to give you one last big rousing cheer for all your efforts today. Let's hear it for the top bag.